are so spoiled. Well, at least most of us are. If you're watching me right now, chances are you have access to health care. But there are millions and millions of people around the world who will never see the type of care that we all just take for granted. Now there's one innovator who is making sure that even if people don't see full health care, well, they can at least see. It's estimated that of the 39 million people in the world who are blind, 80% of them have curable or preventable blindness, and most of them are in low-income communities. Andrew Bastauris first realized this need while working as an eye surgeon in Kenya. Now, through his organization, Peak Vision, Andrew and his team are using smartphones to test patients and help get treatment to communities in need like those in Kenya. Andrew spoke to me from his home in London. Andrew, thank you for joining us on Innovation Nation.
Hey, Mo, thanks for having me.
How did you come up with the idea for Peak Vision?
Initially, it was a sense of deep injustice and frustration that there were hundreds of people I was coming across every day who had severe vision loss and there was no good reason for it. These were treatable conditions and there were services available, but the two were not meeting.
Even though there was a shortage of trained professionals who could identify and treat vision problems, Andrew noticed that there was no shortage of cell phones.
Mobile phone penetration had gone crazy. It was everywhere. I was working in places without roads, without electricity, without water, yet there was good mobile signal.
Andrew used that to his advantage and got to work building a mobile phone app that could test whether or not a person needed eye treatment and to what extent. Then he and his team found community members, including school teachers, who could do the testing. How does it work?
Somebody shows me something on a screen and just asks me to point in the direction that the letter on the screen is pointing. So it looks like a letter E. So I point, and then the person examining me swipes on the phone whichever way I pointed.
When the person can no longer see the letter, the phone automatically records the information and tells the tester what to do next. And with this device that clips to the phone, screeners can detect things like cataracts or glaucoma. The app will text a patient information on when and where to go for treatment and tracks the quality of service given. Andrew, who was a recipient of the Rolex Awards for Enterprise in 2016, hopes that one day all people will have access to eye care and that it will happen within his lifetime. Well, Andrew, your vision is inspiring. Thank you for joining us on Innovation Nation.
Thank you, Mo.